about to go get some coffee. I ain't gonna lie, we live in Mobile, Victoria. We on a road to a ticket. Ain't no miss. Y'all hit that like button. Out y'all right now. You see what we doing? Got the grass in the background and all that. Oh, y'all see what we doing? We on the road to a ticket. Ain't no missing. Ain't no missing. You already see what we doing real tough. Got a lot of people outside today. You feel me? A lot of people outside. A lot of floods. A lot of floods. We gotta make this blizzy. I ain't gonna lie. Step out real quick. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just because this way they be having all this what they be having around here. They be having all this like, you know what I mean, the mowing stuff. I was near the mowing stuff, you dig? Let me go and get by here. There we go. Get amongst that fresh shit. I don't know about getting amongst that fresh shit. We on the road to the ticket. Ain't no missing. Y'all hit that like button. You're Sudo live on YouTube. To the ticket, ain't no messing. No, I gotta put some oil in my hair. I start touching it, I ain't gonna lie. That's when it's too dry, you feel me? Get some oil in your hair when you start touching it too much. So you gotta get some oil in your hair, you know what I'm saying? Live on YouTube, you already know what's happening. Boom! Young Rich Sudo only though. Blood. Back when I was blessed, y'all see how we doing, y'all see how we live. Y'all hit that like button real tough. Y'all hit that like button. My cat done stuck her head up. So you see what time it is. Ooh, shh. Young Sudo only blood. Yeah. Young Sudo only blood. Yeah. I'll take it, ain't no miss, y'all hit that like Young Sudo only play. Live with my cat. So I should keep it up, bro. I will. You already know. Young Sudo live on YouTube, so he got to. Only the Black, live on YouTube. Yeah, That's what I'm talking about right there. You dig? Y'all Sudo, only the Black. Only the Black, only the Black, only the Black. Younger Sudo, only the what? Good girl, Bowler. Porsche, what's that? Porsche Camaro or something like that right there. Put y'all right there. Yeah, dude, go on the road to a ticket. Ain't no mess up. Yeah, dig. Hey, watch out, man. This is not for you. Sorry. This is not for you. Might make me a coffee. Real tough, yeah, dig. This is how I stay up sometimes, you dig, with this coffee. This is how I stay up sometimes. Stay up during the day even, you know what I mean, to stop me from napping. I ain't gonna lie, because napping is serious. This is serious. It's like, you know what I mean, like when you nap, you miss out on the day, you know? Put that to the side right there. I hit the block. You know what we doing? You know what I'm saying? It's not good to be, you know what I mean? It's not good to be napping, I ain't gonna lie. Full day, you know what I mean? It's a full day. What could you do in a full day? Let me know. Yeah? 24 hours in a day. You gotta make the most of it, make the best of it. See what I'm saying? See the yawning right there? Yawning ain't good, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? You gotta treat every day like it's a business day, you know what I'm saying? Even on the weekends. Even on a public holiday, you know? You gotta treat them days like a regular working day, you know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about that water coffee, you know what I'm saying? That nice, I'm talking about that nice ass coffee that have you feeling yourself, you know what I'm saying? That Al Cafe. That's what I'm drinking. So y'all don't know nothing about that, I ain't gonna lie. We I kept the best duo on YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, we the best duo on YouTube. Everybody know that. Y'all hit that like button. We on the road to a ticket. Ain't no missing. Hey, what's the quality like, yo? Nah, the quality's good. All right. We on the road to a ticket. Ain't no missing. Y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? I had to go get the coffee. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, yo, I'm a star. You feel me? How I'm gonna be a star. Without that, you know what I'm saying? Without the energy, I ain't gonna lie, that high energy, you feel me? It takes a lot of energy, you know what I'm saying? You wanna be successful, it takes a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have energy. Even on days where you feel like, oh, let me just lean back and just nap, you know what I'm saying? Let me kick back. Ain't no time to kick back, you feel me? You gotta get up right now. You gotta get up right now. I ain't gonna lie, I was even thinking about it earlier. It's crazy how we be thinking about it sometimes. We be like, oh, should we do it now? Is now a good time to do it? Is now a good time to do what? Good time to live? Good time to be alive? That's what I'm saying. They don't want to live. That's what I'm saying. That's why they can't live. And they ain't got nowhere to live. I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? Real talk. That's why they can be disturbed, you feel me? They could be disturbed. That's why they could be disturbed, you dig? I can't be disturbed, I ain't gonna lie. Feel me? Can't be disturbed about nothing, I ain't gonna lie. I know what's up. Talk about some, where did you steal that cat? The cat, I ain't gonna lie, I had to pay the ultimate price for the cat, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know that. Everybody know I had to pay the ultimate price for the cat. You dig? My family wasn't rocking with that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the women who want pets, I ain't gonna lie, and who be watching me because they want a pet, but they can't get one because their parents, you know what I'm saying? Their parents won't let them have one. And I feel that, I ain't gonna lie. That's why y'all women love me. Y'all women love me because YoungSudo is living the life that y'all women want to live. You feel me? And y'all, yeah, and your man wants to live the life I'm living. You know what I'm saying? All the men. You feel me? All the men, all the children, everybody. They all want to be like, they all want to live like Young Rich Sudo only though. Black. Boom! Young Rich Sudo only the blood. Yeah, we back in another blizzard. You already know what we doing. We on the road to a ticket. Ain't no missing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't yawning because they did some during the day. I ain't gonna lie, they do nothing during the day, so that's why they can't yawn. You feel me? I can yawn because I do everything. Early, I ain't gonna lie, I'm young rich Sudo, only the black. We on the road to a ticket, ain't no missing. Y'all see what we doing? Me and Big Bally, you dig? Big Bally and I. Yeah, I mean, we ain't gotta try it. Meanwhile, y'all are trying. Y'all hardest trying, y'all smartest. You think you smart? You ain't smart enough, I ain't gonna lie. You ain't smart enough. Feel me? You really lost. That's why I challenge y'all, you feel me? I challenge anybody, you dig? I challenge anybody. And I welcome everybody to come be challenged, you dig? So I said there ain't no nothing about being in the field, you feel me? But as soon as they, you know what I'm saying, what comes out their mouth, they try to talk like they, you know what I'm saying, like they've lived the struggle, like they've been through the struggle. You don't know nothing about the struggle, you feel me? That ain't, you know what I'm saying? You gotta hear. That ain't where you from, that ain't who you are. That's what I'm saying. I had to expose them, I ain't gonna lie, because they was playing. They was playing like they knew what they was, you know what I'm saying, like what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to live your life, leave it to me, you feel me? You gotta leave it to me. Pray for me, you feel me? Support me. You know what I'm saying, you feel me? Because I'm the one who really gonna get the job done. That's all I'm saying. They don't know nothing about getting the job done. We on the road to a ticket. Ain't no missing. Y'all hit that like button. You feel me? I even try to, you feel me? I try to hire them. I ain't gonna lie. They don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to work for somebody else real tough. They think it's too tough. They think it's too tough. What you mean? I look at everything I do by myself. You feel me? Of course, it'll help, you know what I'm saying, with an extra hand. And then there's a bag involved too, not just my bag, but the bag from the fans. You dig? That's all I'm saying. They don't know nothing about getting the bag from the fans. You dig? They only know about getting bags from the fam. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You can hear it in my voice. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga lost their voice, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm still going. You know what I'm saying? Still got something for you tough people. For you tough people. For you tough guys. That's what I'm saying. You think you're tough. Only thing tough is your breath. I ain't gonna lie. Your breath stank. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Hit it with that flow. They say they ain't got no energy. I ain't gonna lie. What you gonna do? How you gonna get that energy? You gonna go pray for it? That's what I'm saying. I don't pray for the energy. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the real ones who know how to wait for the energy. You feel me? You gotta wait for the energy. You dig? You gotta wait till you get that feeling. You know what I'm saying? And how you get that feeling? That's what I'm saying. Y'all addicted. I ain't gonna lie. How you get that feeling? Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga jump up, land on they, you know what I'm saying? Land on their head, nigga, you feel me? Them niggas land on their face, you feel me? They land on their face. And then turn around and, you know, let me call it a day. Scared to get a bruise ass, nigga. Scared to get a bruise ass, you know what I'm saying? They be scared to get bruises and get cuts. You know what I'm saying? And structural damage, that's what I'm saying. And they don't want to pay the price too. They want to break everything in the house, but they don't want to pay the price to get it fixed. You feel me? And sometimes I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? If you can't go and get it fixed yourself, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta send the money to get it fixed. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about sending the money to get it fixed. They be like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Wait for the right time. I ain't gonna lie, ain't no right time. Yeah, never had your time. You feel me? While I'm out here living, you know what I'm saying, living my best life. You feel me? I ain't going from moment to moment. You feel me? Everything is push. You feel me? Rising. They don't know nothing about rising. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? I had to give him the I had to tell him it wasn't no secret to what I do. You dig? That's what I'm saying. They try to talk a lot, talk about some. Oh yeah, you too internet, you too this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't internet enough. You feel me? And then shorty, my shorty tried to talk about some. Oh yeah, go check out ChatGPT. That's what I'm saying. These niggas still stuck on Google. You feel me? They still stuck on Google. Don't know there's other. You know what? That's what I'm saying. Get you an assistant. I ain't gonna lie. I got an assistant. You feel me? Yeah. Send the money to my assistant. You feel me? Real talk. These niggas ain't got no type of assistance or none. You dig? But they want to discredit you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You can't take credit from somebody who well, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You didn't pay me. You know what I'm saying? They think they be paying me. I ain't. That's what I'm saying. They don't get calls while they're working. I ain't gonna lie. Don't nobody call them while they're working. You feel me? I be getting calls while I'm at work. You dig? They don't get no calls. Real talk. When's the last time y'all got a call? Feel me? Not only do they not get calls, but they can't make calls. You feel me? In this life we live in, I ain't gonna lie. You gotta learn to make calls on your own. You feel me? There's even certain websites, I ain't gonna lie, they'll help you, dig? They'll help you make a call. All you need is just some internet, you dig? So I'm saying they don't know nothing about that, you dig? They don't know nothing about communicating. You feel me? I have to teach them, I ain't gonna lie, there's steps to this, you dig? You don't just say everything that comes to your mind, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? You gotta speak with meaning, you dig? You gotta sound like you mean it. They don't sound like they mean it when they talking, I ain't lying. All they sound like, that's what I'm saying, they don't sound like they mean it when they be talking. I ain't gonna lie, I had to say, huh? I had to say, huh? You know what I'm saying? Repeat what you said. Yeah. Because they so quiet, they don't want you to hear them. That's why, you know what I mean? When somebody is so quiet like that, and their voice is like kind of like mine right now after all that screaming. Speaking about all that screaming, I've been screaming because I've been streaming. You see? They be screaming because they be weaning. That's all I'm saying. They ain't tough enough. I ain't gonna lie. They can't even, you feel me? They can't even wake up and really do what they want to do. You feel me? And that's the first step to independence. You dig? That's the first step to changing your life. You feel me? Doing what you want to do. You feel me? That's how you change your life. You don't change your life by living the same life. You feel me? I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? People try to tell y'all, they be trying to, people try to tell them that, like, you know what people try to tell them? People try to tell them that, oh yeah, there's like it's like a non-verbal phase and all this, saying, like, no, they try to tell them, like, that's all I'm saying, but I don't even know what they try to tell them, because you feel me? Sometimes people try to tell you something, but they don't got no reason, you dig? They ain't got no reason to tell you that, you dig? So when somebody doesn't have no reason to tell you something, then it ain't gonna hit, you dig? It's not like it's not gonna stick. You know what I'm saying? They was steady thinking about that, you know what I'm saying? They was worried about the tape. They don't even know, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is getting recorded. You feel me? They think just because it's digital now, it's like we're in the digital world now, you feel me, that things ain't getting recorded. If everything getting recorded more now, and it's more precise now, because they could, you know what I'm saying? They can see who you're living with. That's what I'm saying. That's the first step. You want to get rich, the first step, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta change locations. You feel me? Your location, I ain't gonna lie, your location is gonna expose you. You feel me? Your location is gonna have you vulnerable. It's gonna have you working harder than you would have if you was like away. You heard me? I don't even gotta work that hard. I just wake up and press record. You feel me? But when I was in the crib, I had to, let me get freshen up, do all this. Let me make sure I'm super perfect and make sure I look like presentable and make sure that, you know what I'm saying, it comes out the way that I want it to come out. But what I'm saying, you're just sitting around, you waiting for that. Not waiting, but you're sitting around over preparing. There's such thing as over preparing. You feel me? That's why they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to prepare meals. You dig? Because they over prepare. They, you feel me? You can't over prepare, you dig? That's what I'm saying. It ain't even cooking that point. Niggas just burning the shit. You can't burn the food. You remember? You ain't burning none. You know what I'm saying? They thinking they burning something. They ain't burning none. They ain't got no calories. Niggas still got that same weight from you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Still got that same body, you dig? But I'm out here working out with bodybuilders, you dig? What you know about working out with bodybuilders? Huh? What you know about working out with trainers? That's what I'm saying. That's why they can never train, is because they don't have a trainer. You feel me? Get you a trainer. Get you somebody who actually support your, you know what I mean, your goals, and who actually is behind you, you feel me? And who is willing to actually put, you feel me, like put, to bring, that's what I'm saying. You gotta talk to them different, I ain't gonna lie. You know them books, yeah, them books for dummies. That's what I'm saying. That's how they need to learn. They need them books for dummies, you dig? Don't disrespect me with no what? Come on. Say I can't come to Melbourne, went and left without a scratch. Come on. I like them in their 30s. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about preference. You feel me? That's why they're not successful in life, because they don't have preference. You feel me? You gotta have preference. You can't just have, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. They think they got options. They will never have options in their life. I ain't gonna lie, because they know. You feel me? They know. They know they ain't looking for more options. You feel me? That's how you keep. That's how you keep. That's how you keep. You know what I mean? That's how you get more of them. You feel me? That's how you get more of them. I ain't gonna lie. You want more options? You gotta go look. You feel me? You gotta go do some searching. Them nigga ain't searching. You feel me? You're only searching online. I ain't gonna lie. You can't just search online. You have to go search within. Feel me? Because that window of time is thin. That's what I'm saying. They don't know nothing about things being thin, you feel me? And the air getting thinner and thinner the higher you get, you dig? They don't know nothing about that, I ain't gonna lie. You dig? Oh man, that shit making me think about Shorty. I ain't gonna lie. That good coffee. That's what I'm saying. Had I not drank the coffee, nigga would have been asleep like my kids at. You feel me? Like my Kit Kat. Feel me? Would have been asleep like my Kit Kat. Nigga, no break. God, these nigga get nothing. It's never hard. Oh, they talk about I'm dark, but at least you can see me. That's what I'm saying. You can't see them. You don't want to see them. It takes a lot of strength to see them. I ain't strong enough. I ain't strong enough to see them, nigga. That's what I'm saying. And the nigga sad as fuck playing that Wiz Khalifa talking about that see you again. You come around them, I ain't gonna lie. They gonna act like they, you know there, they turn. Whole time they really, you know there? They really like fishing, trying to catch bait, you dig? That's what they be doing, trying to catch bait, I ain't gonna lie. And we be falling for that shit, you know what? Because we human. That's what I'm saying, they don't know nothing about being human, let's be real. They don't know nothing about being human, that's why they talk a lot about me, you dig? Because they don't know nothing about being human, let's be real. Let's be real. Should I talk about it or what? Should I talk about how they don't know nothing about being human? And the responsibilities and the challenges and stuff like that that come with this life? That's what I'm saying. They don't know nothing about that. Feel me? That's what I'm saying. It'd be funny because people think we don't see them. People think we don't see them. I ain't gonna lie. We see you. You know what I'm saying? We see you. And we sick of you, you dig? Some people, I ain't gonna lie, you just gotta tell them that. You gotta tell them straight up, like, yo, I'm sick of you. You know what I'm saying? Whether they like it or not, you know what I'm saying? That's just what you gotta do, real talk. They be scared to do that. Because they scared of, like, you know what I'm saying? Of, like, what somebody will do to them. That's what I'm saying. The reason why y'all ain't successful is because y'all are scared of what somebody else will do to you. Like, you literally talk about it. You talk about it. You be like, oh, no, if I get successful, they're not gonna like it. They're gonna want to come and do this and that to me. Like, so what? When is, you know what I'm saying? When have we ever been scared of what somebody's gonna do to us? Like, be real. Growing up, when was we ever scared of what somebody's gonna do to us? Unless you just don't come out the house, you know what I'm saying? So you don't even know what the outside is like for real. And then that's understandable, you know what I'm saying? Why you feel me? Why you feeling like that? Why you hesitant and stuff like that? You see people that come outside, I ain't gonna lie, they ain't hesitant. But I'll tell you what, people go from being kids, people go from being children, to, you know what I'm saying? Wanting to be outside, like being outside all the time. Then when they get older, they stop wanting to be outside. Why is that? Is it because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people start to get to know, people start to learn who they are for real. And start to not really like what, you know what I'm saying? Be real. They start to really learn who they are for real. They start to realize, like, oh, damn, I ain't that cool. I thought I was cool. I thought I was, you know, not cool, but, man, I thought I was somebody. Like, I thought I was somebody. That's when you start asking yourself, like, damn, I thought I was somebody. And that's the reason why y'all, you know what I mean? You're not where you want to be in life, you feel me? Because you don't think that you somebody. Feel me? You got to actually look at yourself. You got to be able to look at yourself and be like, man, I'm somebody. Even without a mirror. That's what I'm saying. They think you need a mirror for that assurance and for that, you know, oh, yeah. No, you don't need no mirror for that. It's called looking within. That's what I'm saying. They don't know nothing about looking within. That's why they're always looking for who they are from somebody else. Like, you know what I mean? And then they call that motivation. That's not motivation. You're doing something to yourself, and you don't know what you're doing. But you're doing it. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody be you like you. You know? Don't nobody need to write no letters for you. That's why I realize some of these people be wanting people to, like, write a letter for them, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, be their, like, companion, be their like trainer or their instructor or their coach. Nah. Friends gonna be friends, yeah, but you shouldn't rely on a friend to show you, to, like, to, you know what I'm saying? To display what you are. Like, I'm trying to say it in a way where it makes sense. You shouldn't rely on a friend to be a friend, because a friend is gonna be a friend for sure. That's what I'm saying. Don't rely on that. Then you're gonna end up calling people, talking about your friends. The reason why they're not, you know what I'm saying, they're not where they're not successful is because they don't talk about their friends. Feel me? This is how you actually get to know who you are and where you could be in life. You feel me? By talking about your friends. You know what I'm saying? People try to act like they, talk about how people back. Like, it ain't talking about how people back, you dig? It's called, like, gossip. You know, they try to make it seem like it's bad to gossip. I ain't gonna lie, it's good, you dig? I was about to say what that word is in Arabic. That's what I'm saying. It's good to do all that. The only thing is not good is when you're not working on yourself. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I mean. A lot of people out here, they're not working on themselves, you know? That's why they're shocked that somebody is actually out here choosing to work on themselves. That's what I'm saying. It's all a choice at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's all a choice. Ain't nobody forcing me to do nothing. You see? Only way y'all would do something is if somebody forces you to do it. Then later you put the blame on others. And be like, oh, they didn't, you know what I'm saying? They didn't make me do this. They didn't make me do this. What you mean they didn't make you do this? Ain't you grown? Or you just say you grown? You one of the people that just say you grown? What are you? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You ain't grown till you're on your own. And you ain't grown till you feel like you're on your own. You ain't grown till you feel like you're on your own. You ever got to that stage in life where you start realizing like, oh, like I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Like, never thought we would have been here, but life tough, you know? Like, damn, where can I find this? Where can I find it? You looking for something. You're looking for something to be yourself. That's what would be wrong with people, you know what I'm saying? People be looking for somebody. People be looking for somebody. They gotta stop looking, you know what I mean? All that try to go, you know what I'm saying? We ain't looking, all we doing is getting up and getting up. Getting up and going up, bro, too. You feel me? We getting up and going up. You dig? Different kind of up. Not the up y'all talk about. The up y'all talk about is the bank app. You know what I'm saying? That's the up y'all talk about. Now that bank app that lets you, oh yeah, you refer to your friends and you go get 20, what, you get like a 20. That's it. That's all the up y'all know. And the up I know is, you know what I'm saying? Is being so ruthless that you just know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, crawl if you have to. I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I ain't always running. Ain't always, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can't walk. I'll crawl if I have to, you dig? Get on the ground and you feel me? I ain't never been scared to get on my knees, you know what I'm saying? Get to work, you feel me? Get under the car, get under there, get on and do some work. Push yourself. You feel me? You gotta push yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna get pushed. That's what I'm saying. Them niggas was thinking about notifications, and when I hear push, they be thinking notifications. That's what I'm saying. I ain't worried about a notification. I stole, you feel me? I'll wait. You feel me? Could be anybody. Ain't nobody gonna get in the way of this money, you know what I mean? Nobody's gonna get in the way of my opportunities. I mean, when you know that, you gotta know that. You gotta know that. You gotta know that. I swear. If you don't know, then you won't never know. If you don't don't know that, then you won't never know that. You know that? If you don't know that, then you won't never know that. Do you know that? You won't never know that. Nobody coming to save you too, so you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the real ones who know how to live like nobody coming to save them, you know? Really real out here, you know what I'm saying? When you're in it, you're in it. And I'm in it for a reason, you dig? That's the reason why I'm successful, because I'm in it for a reason, you know? You know what I mean? They don't know none of being in it for a reason, you dig? I'm talking about everything I do is great. You know? I might change my name to the Great Young Sudo. You know what I'm saying? The Great Young Sudo. I just might. You dig? They don't know nothing about changing their name, real talk. I know you got some people, they change their birthdays too, you know what I'm saying? Because some people don't be wanting to celebrate on the days where they born, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't want to celebrate on days, period, you know what I'm saying? Feel like people don't like to celebrate, you know? A lot of people ain't got nothing to celebrate, you know? It's real out here. But that's what I'm saying, like, you feel me? The more you know, the more you gonna grow. The more you know, the more you grow. Feel me? I'm all about growth. I'm an expert. Feel me? Not only did I tell y'all I was growing, but I showed y'all I was growing. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. A lot of people be, you know what I'm saying? Like, be cautious. They don't want to show the growth, you know? Because they scared of being judged. I ain't gonna lie. People be scared of being judged, you think? You know what I'm saying? Or they think somebody's gonna come and be like, oh, you should, you know what I mean? You should do it this way, do it this way. Do this, you know what I mean? No one wants to hear advice because people be taking advice like it's like disrespect. That's how they do it. Yeah, they take advice like it's a disrespect. You know that? People do that. People treat advice like it's like, oh, this guy, oh, look, they take it like it's like a sign of not disrespect, but like it's a sign of like that you're like almost like that you ain't doing that you're doing nothing. That's what it feels like when people, yeah, you know, that's what, yeah. When you give people advice, they take that advice like what the, you know, you get mad. You get defensive, you know. They get defensive because, you know what I'm saying, they get to thinking that you think that they ain't playing offense like good enough, you dig? You know what I mean? Like you a rookie or something, take it like a challenge, you know? That's what I'm saying. It's now or never, you dig? Thank y'all for watching. You're on Sudo only, the Black.